call you right back. I'm on a call. I'll call you right back. All right. Peace, y'all. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? All right, let's get to it. All right, today I want to first and foremost, June 13th. Let me plug that before we get started into what I want to discuss. June 13th, we'll be live in New York City teaching in person. It'll be a live training June 13th. Comment the word NYC to secure your spot. We have about, I think, like 22 more seats left. 22 more seats we need to fill for June 13th. Unfortunately, this is not a free for all. It's not one come all because we have limited space. This is an intimate setting. It is something like a mastermind, right? So we'll take roughly around 30 plus people. We'll do a live training in person on how to get started with tax deed investing, and we'll lightly touch on how to do bigger deals going direct to owner, right? But you have to start with the foundation. So that's primarily who we'll be catering to that day. Even if you have experience, we'll touch on some more experience things that day. But we want to get started with the foundation. The foundation is starting where you're at, setting up your business, and beginning to make some money. Now, to attend that, comment NYC, you'll be sent a link, follow the prompt, get yourself checked out, and then we'll see you there. We only recommend that you have a laptop present with you when you come to train with us, because this is not a presentation. This will be a training. So we want this to be hands-on, meaning that as we teach, you'll be able to implement the steps at the same exact time. That's the reason why we recommend that you come with your laptop. Sites that we give, things that we give, you'll be able to download them or save to your computer. Once that training is over, you'll have all of that stuff, all the tabs, everything that we mentioned will be right there. Meaning you'll be leaving with tangible steps. You'll be leaving with things that you can go and apply on your own once you leave that training. Now, as a beginning investor, I'll call you back. I'm on a live. Okay, yes. So, how do you begin as a new person, right? And how do we make decent money, good money? First of all, what's decent money to you? It's a good question. What's decent money to you? That's subjective. Everyone's starting point, everyone's goals, everyone needs are different, right? Some people, if we can just add on an extra $1,000 a month, that'll change a lot of things for them dramatically. Others may need an extra $5,000 a month. Others may need an extra $10,000 a month, and so on and so forth. So only you can answer that question. I'm going to show you and talk about how we can do something that's called deal stacking to bring in more income off of entry level deals, right? So deal stacking is when we take profits from our land deals or a land deal and we stack those deals in a calendar month. So first and foremost, you need to identify an area that you would like to play in that you get good value at good prices at. This is the key to any investing for the most part, right? You have to know how to get it at good prices for you to be able to turn a profit. That's the first thing. No worries about that. We got you covered with that. We give you places that we have explored. We give you places that we have had success at. And then we say, here's how we evaluate this area. Here's how we comb through these areas. And then you begin, right? So you don't have to get a brain in that regard. But once you identify an area that you like to participate in, or you're finding success at, stay. Fully exploit the area. Learn more about the area so you can do more in the area, right? So hypothetically, it's not, in fact, this is not a hypothetical. This is a real life situation that I can place you in. We can place you in areas where you can begin to buy land for $300. Let's pause on the 300 because someone may get excited when they hear $300 for land. Very true. But let's pause there. Let's break down this particular area that you can get it for $300 at. Max price point, I won't say max because we never know what someone will pay, but on average, let's say that on average, that $300 area, you'll probably be selling back somewhere between $1,500 and $1,700, modestly. Good deal? Not a good deal. Subjective. Me, myself, personally, I'm beyond those deals. Been there, done that. I don't do those deals anymore. But you have to answer, is that a good deal or is that not a good deal? Pay 300, sell for 1,500. That's 5x return ROI on your money. If we're just looking at the number standpoint, it's a good deal anytime you can 5x what you put out. Hypothetically, so let's say you made $1,200 off of that one deal. Here's where the deal stacking comes in at. Now, if you can identify 3 to 4 of those same deals at the same price point, just do the math. If the profit was $1,200 and you had 3 of those deals, the profit has went to what? 12 times 24, 3,600. So you've just created an additional, if you were to successfully sell those in a 30-day calendar, in 1 month, you have just created an additional $3,600 outside of what you're doing. Guess what? We didn't leave our home. We didn't travel anywhere to go see land. We sat behind a computer and we virtually invested from a tax sale auction. And this is reality. This has happened. This continues to happen. It happens in my own community with our investors that we teach. And it's a real situation. It's a real thing. This is why we always say you have to position yourself for the win. You have to give yourself the max chances to score. Can you use an additional anything is the question. And that's like foundation. That's like the lowest that we can get you in. These days, I can't get you in any lower than that. So pardon me, if you don't have that kind of money to position yourself, I suggest that you start saving. We can't help any further than that, right? You heard me say that I don't do those deals anymore. I do bigger deals, but it's not about me, right? Your goal should be to get to the point of doing bigger deals. But you start where you are. Even if you have a little more or your wallet is a little more prepared to go higher than others, test the waters at $300. Test the waters at $1,500. Get involved is what I'm saying. If you feel like you're looking for an alternative stream of income. So that's the foundation right there. And that's what deal stacking is. You take those same principles and you apply them to the next level. So if you were buying for $1,500 and selling for $5,000, now that's a profit of what? That's a profit of $3,500 a deal. A deal. Now, if you did 2 deals in a month, now you're making $7,000 a month. This is the area that we start to get into where we start to surpass on average what jobs are paying. On average, not what I think, just what this data supports. The data says on average, the average American makes somewhere around $53,000. So if you position yourself to make an additional $4,000 to $5,000 a month, $4,000 to $5,000, which is very doable, right? Which is, you can do it, trust me. To make an additional $4,000 to $5,000 a month, even let's go on the low end at an additional $4,000 a month, 4 times 12, that's $48,000. So if you've almost doubled what the data says the average person makes in 12 months, in a year, by going to work 40 hours a week. And this is how we were able to personally fire our 9-to-5 jobs. And this is why so many investors, once they get involved, they never look back. Because if that's entry level, what is it like when you're rolling and you're doing bigger deals? So create an avenue, create a lane for yourself that can help you, help your finances. Don't worry about in the beginning trying to win and score so much. That's the problem. Everyone wants the microwave success. You want to go bang zoom without putting the work in. It doesn't work like that. So what the Acre Boys do is we give you practical situations. For some, it will work like that. But if you're not used to investing or have no investing experience, it probably won't work like that for you. You have to crawl before you can walk. You have to walk before you can run. Your legs are not built to come out the gate and move that fast. You're nervous. You don't have the proper training or understanding to move that fast. But once you get that understanding and you get that confidence and you get that believability, then you start to do more. And guess what? These auctions aren't going anywhere. Come 2027, there'll be new lists that come down the pipeline. What does new list mean? New list means new opportunities, more opportunity to score. So June 13th, comment the word NYC. June 13th, we'll be in person. We'll be teaching these same exact strategies. We'll be showing you how to set your business up, the foundation of your business up, so you can begin investing, right? June 13th is going down in person. Acre Boys will be there. Will you be there is the question. We have only room, limited seats, unfortunately. Limited seats, so everyone won't be able to attend this one, but our goal is to move around. Don't know where we're heading next, but what's first on the board is NYC, and then we'll move around, maybe to other places after we get through this one. We enjoy teaching. We enjoy teaching in person. We enjoy fellowshipping with those people that come out to train with us. Our last training was phenomenal. We had people fly in from other places, several other states and things like that. They got the game, they got the lessons. It's good to be around like-minded people. It's good to be around other people that's looking to grow with you. I always say your business partner is probably on the other side of the globe, but you got to get in those rooms to be around like-minded people. I was listening to a seminar yesterday on YouTube, and the guy was speaking of that first line that he opened up the seminar was, stop trying to change people, because you can't. It's virtually impossible to change people. Only people can change them. And only people change themselves when they feel like it. That's it. So what we do is we put offers out for you to make a decision on if you're looking to take the offer so you can make the change. That's the best that we can do, is we can offer help. We've been doing this long enough now that we're not emotionally involved in whatever your decision is. We can put an offer out there. If you hear or see the value in the offer, your wallet or your purse or your pocketbook, it follows what you deem to be valuable. That's how that works. So here we are with our offer, Comment NYC. And I wanted to come on here and I enjoy talking to y'all. I want to have the biggest land community. I want to help as much as possible. Unfortunately, we can't do that on social that way. This is why we always pushing for you to come behind the scenes with us. We just had our weekly training this Wednesday, going really good. My team is doing really good. When I say my team, that's the investors that we teach. They're bringing deals to the table. That's why we do this, to bring deals to the table, to hyper focus on land investing, to hyper focus on how do we get people to go out and score and be successful with making money through land investing. So I'm always thrilled when they're finding deals or bringing deals to the table, because that means that they're out there looking. That means that whatever we are teaching is working. So it always thrills me when I see them out there being aggressive and they're searching, because that's what it takes. It takes a lot of input to get some output. A little output takes a lot of input just to get a little. So position yourself for the win. If you're looking for alternative mean to bring in some side income, because in the beginning, that's what it would be. It will be side income until it grows or morphs into something else. We can help. Land investing has worked for us for the last, I don't know what year we're on. I believe our 9th year, whatever it is. It's been going on a decade. And it continues, or we continue to grow into, see, that's the beauty of life. We never know, right? I didn't predict this 5 years ago that we'll be teaching in this capacity. I didn't predict that. I didn't foresee that. But you just have to go. And while you're going, just make sure you're living right, you're not fouling anybody, and everything tends to work out. And that's just how we live. You do all that you could do, and when you can't, if you feel you've done all you could do, you just raise your hands and you say, let the universe take care of the rest, and may the chips fall where they fall. Now, if you haven't done all that you can do, don't complain, right? Don't complain, period. The more you complain, the more you get of that frequency. Don't complain, period. But if you have done all you can do and it's still not working, let's be encouraging. Just know it just haven't worked yet. It will work when you're living right and you've done all you can do. I stand on that. But if you haven't done all you can do, don't expect the universe to do it all for you. That doesn't work. It will require you to have some input and to take some action. All right. All right, beautiful people, comment the word NYC. We'll love to see you in person. We are dwindling down, or the seats are dwindling down. We are roughly around like 22 spots left. So we'll love to see you there. Make sure you're one of those attendees to secure one of those seats. It's an intimate space, so no cap when we say 22. Once it fills up, it fills up. We'll make an announcement once it fills up, and it'll be a time. All right, so whatever you're doing on Friday, my TGIF people, thank God it's Friday, people. Whatever you're doing, be safe and enjoy. The weather is nice, at least on my side of town. The weather is gorgeous, so be safe and enjoy your weekend. We'll tap back in tomorrow. Peace, love.